William Lyons, who started Jaguar, said that a car is the closest thing any man will create to something that's alive. My earliest memory that I have is my parents taking me to a car show and seeing a 72 Cutlass Supreme convertible under a tree at my sister's school on like a Saturday. They must have had a car show, and seeing that car was like my awakening. That was the first thing I remember, and I've just been a huge car enthusiast ever since. Like, I was the weird kid asking to take Motor Trend and Car and Driver home with me from the doctor's office. A friend of mine, Brad Brownell, lived in the area, and he's like, let's do an automotive podcast. I'm like, okay, that's a niche within a niche, and we found it. We've carved out our little niche. So we're getting up to 200 episodes of our podcast, and the listener base has grown and the community has grown. There's always people asking us questions. And the funny thing is that my listeners sometimes will send me pictures of their cars and ask for advice. It's like, what vintage aftermarket Japanese wheels should I put on this car? And I'm like, it's just like a lot of responsibility, man. It's so much easier now to get into DIY because any procedure you can think of, if they made more than one of the car that you're working on, somebody has done what you have to do, and they've made a YouTube video about it. But the secret to being an expert isn't knowing everything, it's knowing how to find everything quickly. So if you figure out how to find information quickly, you can become an expert on just about anything. Aftermarket manufacturers are doing a really great job showing you before you buy it with pictures how to do it. So it's in the best interests of the aftermarket to make that stuff approachable and demystify it for a lot of people. The thing about being a car enthusiast, or like doing DIY on your own cars, is that the deeper you get into it, the more it engulfs the rest of your life. You start planning vacations around stuff, or around your cars and stuff you can do, and your friendships become built on those. But yeah, I mean, being a DIYer, there's a lot of joy that comes along with fixing something, or changing something, or modifying a car to suit your personal taste. Any car, even the best car ever made, is compromised. It's inherently compromised because it's designed to appeal to somebody, and it's designed to be easier to manufacture, or meet certain regulations, or tick certain boxes for somebody, but those might not tick the boxes that you care about. I'm Cameron Vanderhorst, and I'm a professional car enthusiast. I fix cars, I drive cars, I have an automotive podcast where I talk about cars, I write about cars, and that's about it.